Busting Top 5 EV Myths, Surprising Facts. What's up, everyone? It's your name, and we're diving into the world of electric vehicles. Subscribe and share for more insights. If you think you know electric cars, think again. Today, we're busting the top EV myths that might just surprise you. So hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive into some eye-opening facts. From range anxiety to battery life, we're tackling the biggest misconceptions surrounding EVs and separating fact from fiction. Get ready to have your mind blown. All right, let's jump right into it with myth. Number 1, EVs are zero-emission, perfectly clean machines. Now, while it's true that EVs themselves don't have those tailpipe emissions you see from gas guzzlers, it's not entirely that simple. We got to talk about the batteries. The production of EV batteries, especially the sourcing and mining of those rare earth materials like lithium, does have an environmental impact. It's a complex process that involves energy consumption and emissions. However, and this is a big however, numerous studies have shown that when you look at the bigger picture, the overall carbon footprint of an EV throughout its entire life cycle is significantly lower than that of a gas-powered car. Think about it. Gas cars are constantly burning fuel, releasing harmful pollutants into the atmosphere every time you hit the gas pedal. EVs, on the other hand, charge up on electricity, which can come from renewable sources like solar and wind power. Plus, as technology advances, battery production is becoming more sustainable. We're seeing improvements in mining practices, battery recycling programs, and the development of more eco-friendly battery chemistries. So, while it's important to acknowledge the environmental impact of battery production, it's crucial to remember that EVs still come out way ahead of gas cars in terms of overall emissions. It's not about being perfect, it's about making a significant positive impact. And when it comes to reducing our carbon footprint, EVs are a huge step in the right direction. Let's move on to myth number 2, and this one's a biggie. EV batteries are just ticking time bombs, ready to die after a couple of years. I've heard this one so many times, and let me tell you, it's just not true. This myth stems from the early days of lithium-ion batteries, which, to be fair, didn't have the best track record when it came to longevity. But battery technology has come a long way, baby. Today's EV batteries are built to last. We're talking 8 to 15 years, even longer in some cases. And that's not just me saying that. Most EV manufacturers back their batteries with solid warranties. Some even offering coverage for up to 10 years or 100,000 miles. And here's another thing to consider. Even after those 8 to 15 years, those batteries don't just die and become useless. They can still hold a significant amount of charge, making them perfect for second life applications. Think about it. Used EV batteries can be repurposed for things like storing energy from solar panels, powering homes and businesses, or even used in grid storage systems, helping to stabilize the electric grid. And when they've truly reached the end of their life cycle, these batteries can be recycled, recovering valuable materials like lithium, cobalt, and nickel, which can then be used to make new batteries. So, the next time you hear someone say, EV batteries don't last, you can hit them with some facts. These batteries are built to go the distance, and even after they're done powering your car, they've got a whole lot of life left in them. Chapter 3. It's only as clean as the source. Myth number 3 is all about the source of your electricity. EVs are only green if they're charged on green energy. Now, while it's true that charging your EV with renewable energy sources like solar or wind power makes for the greenest experience, it's essential to look at the bigger picture. Even if you're living in an area where the electricity grid relies heavily on fossil fuels like coal, studies have consistently shown that electric vehicles are still cleaner overall than their gasoline-powered counterparts. How is that possible? Well, it comes down to efficiency. Electric motors are incredibly efficient at converting energy into motion, much more so than internal combustion engines. This means that even when an EV is drawing power from a grid that's not entirely green, it's still producing fewer emissions per mile compared to a gas guzzler. And here's the exciting part. The grid is getting greener. With the rapid growth of renewable energy sources like solar and wind power, the electricity that powers our homes and yes, our EVs is becoming cleaner by the day. As we transition to a more sustainable energy future, the environmental benefits of driving electric will only continue to grow. So even if you can't charge your EV solely on sunshine and rainbows just yet, rest assured that you're still making a significant positive impact on the planet. Chapter 4. Can EVs really go the distance? Buckle up because we're tackling myth number 4. EVs can't go the distance. Only short trips? Think again. This myth might have held some weight in the early days of electric vehicles, but those days are long gone. Today's EVs are capable of going further than ever before, thanks to advancements in battery technology and electric powertrains. We're talking serious range here, folks. Many EV models on the market today can comfortably travel over 250 miles on a single charge. That's enough to cover your daily commute, run errands, and even take a weekend road trip without breaking a sweat. And if you're looking for even more range, there are now EV models pushing the boundaries even further, boasting ranges of over 300, even 400 miles on a single charge. We're talking about cars that can go toe-to-toe with gas-powered cars when it comes to long-distance driving. And let's not forget about the growing network of fast charging stations popping up all over the country. These charging stations can juice up your EV's battery significantly faster than traditional charging methods, making those longer journeys even more convenient. So, whether you're commuting to work, exploring the open road, or just running errands around town, EVs are more than capable of keeping up with your lifestyle. Chapter 5. Are EVs really out of reach? And finally, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the myth that just won't quit. EVs are too expensive. Now, it's true that the upfront cost of an EV can be higher than that of a comparable gas-powered car, but there's a lot more to the story than meets the eye. First of all, let's not forget about the various government incentives and rebates available to EV buyers. Depending on where you live and the specific EV you choose, you could qualify for significant tax credits or rebates that can significantly reduce the upfront cost. But the savings don't stop there. Once you've driven off the lot, EVs continue to save you money over the long run. Think about it. No more expensive fill-ups at the gas station. Electricity is significantly cheaper than gasoline, especially if you can charge your EV at home during off-peak hours. And let's not forget about maintenance. EVs have fewer moving parts than gas-powered cars, which means fewer things can go wrong. Say goodbye to costly oil changes, transmission repairs, and all those other headaches that come with maintaining a gas guzzler. When you factor in all these savings, lower fuel costs, reduced maintenance expenses, and those sweet government incentives, the total cost of ownership for an EV can be surprisingly affordable, even cheaper than owning a gas-powered car over the long haul. So, while that initial price tag might seem intimidating, it's essential to look at the bigger picture. EVs offer significant savings over their lifetime, making them a smart and sustainable investment. So, are EVs actually better for the planet? The answer is yes. Even factoring in battery production, EVs reduce emissions over their lifetime compared to gas cars. And as tech and recycling improve, they'll only get greener. From longer ranges and faster charging to advancements in battery technology and a growing network of charging stations, the EV revolution is here, and it's changing the way we think about transportation. Let us know in the comments, would you consider an EV? And if you like this myth-busting journey, hit that like button and subscribe for more insights.